Hey guys, Christina here, welcome to my channel, and in this video I want to share with you the first drawing that I did for a series that I'm starting here on my YouTube channel. And my series is gonna be based on the 7 deadly sins, and the first sin that I wanted to work on was gluttony. Now let's talk about my opinion about like series of drawings in general and what I want to do in that direction, and then I'm going to focus a bit more on the specific series that I'm working on right now. Now I've always been drawn to working on series when it comes to my artwork, and some of the topics that I've been interested in were the zodiac signs, and then the elements as well, like fire, water, air and earth. But both of them are things that I've seen many artists work on in the past, and they've recorded videos. The videos are here on YouTube, and they've done an amazing job, but I still have like my vision of what I want my drawings for that type of series to look like. So maybe eventually I'm gonna work on the elements or on the zodiac signs. Let me know if you're interested in seeing anything like that, but I feel like eventually I'm going to work on something like this. But obviously if I choose to do that, I will link to a bunch of other artists who've worked on this before me, because I've watched their videos and like I'm aware that they have videos on that topic. However, I haven't really seen anyone on YouTube work on the 7 deadly sins. I've seen artwork based on the 7 deadly sins before, but it was very different than what I'm doing for my series and for my drawings. Let me know if you've seen any artists here on YouTube work on that. Like, I wouldn't mind mentioning them in future videos or linking to their channels, just so for other people who don't know that these artists work on that subject and they're interested, they might easily just click on the link and go to someone else's video to see their interpretation of the 7 deadly sins. But my basic idea for this series was very simple. I wanted pretty girls in coffins, and I knew that I wanted like the name of the sin to be sort of written or engraved on the top of the coffin, sort of like on the lid. Now I want to apologize in advance. First of all, like, English is not my first language, so there are some words that I don't know the proper words for some things in English. But second of all, I don't know anything about coffins and funerals and things like that in general, even in my native language. So if you find it weird how I'm calling like specific parts of the coffin, like, I apologize. I honestly just don't know better. But anyway, so that was my initial idea, and then I had the first problem for this drawing. This drawing, I had many issues with this drawing, many problems while I was working on it. But the first problem was that I knew exactly how much of detail I wanted to go in this piece, and I knew exactly how much of my character I wanted to be able to fit on the page, and how much of the coffin I wanted to fit on the page. And I've realized that all the things that I wanted to fit on the page, it will be hard to fit them on an A4 sheet of paper. And unfortunately right now I don't have any of my bigger sketchbooks with me, and where I am right now, I can't really find any paper that's gonna be the right size and it's gonna be suitable for my markers. So I'm sort of stuck with the A4 paper, and that's a bit disappointing, because I really wanted to include more detail and more of the character for these drawings. But unfortunately I won't be able to do this right now. I've said this before, but a lot of the drawings that I'm sharing with you here in my YouTube videos are concepts that I want to revisit later on in life, and I want to spend more time on them, add more detail to them, and do them at a bigger scale. So that will be the case for the 7 deadly sins as well, I think. But anyway, so one of the first things that I did for this series was I googled the proportions of a coffin, because I knew I want this particular style for the series. So I found out what the proportions were, and I tried playing around with that and tried fitting both the lid and the actual coffin onto my A4 sheet of paper, and that proved to be very challenging. So what I ended up doing was I drew my character, and then I made like a template of the coffin, and I pieced the whole thing together in Photoshop. So that way I was able to sort of enlarge the image to a point where I was happy with it. And that's how I came up with the general position of everything that you see, everything big that you see in this drawing. And after I was done with that, I started adding, like, you know, the sweets, the candies, the chocolate, and everything like that. So this took a lot of time. It took a few days to figure out what I want to do exactly, and I'm pretty happy with the way I positioned everything in the drawing. There are many things in this drawing that I'm not particularly happy with, and I think one of them is the colors that I chose. Now, my initial idea was for this to be very colorful. I wanted very bright colors. I didn't want anything dark, anything that will say, anything that will suggest death or sin or anything like that. I wanted very cheerful colors. But the thing is, I'm not really used to working with cheerful colors, because I don't really like cheerful colors. So I was really happy with the way her hair turned out, the way like the fabric in the coffin turned out, because it was still, you know, bright colors, but not super cheerful, and not, I don't know how to explain it. I have problems with the candy, basically. That's my issue. But, you know, sweets in general, they tend to be very bright colors. So I'll just deal with it. But I feel like I could have chosen better colors for this. But anyway, overall, I'm pretty happy with the way the drawing turned out. As I said, there are some things that, you know, if I was to do this drawing again, I would change them. But for a first attempt, I think it's pretty cool. I think I know what the next sin that I'm going to be working on is, and I'm super excited. It's probably the sin that I'm most excited about. But I don't want to share it with you yet, just in case I decide to do something different. I don't want anyone to be like excited for something or expecting something if I'm not going to deliver on time. But yeah, let me know what you think about the idea for this series. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you enjoy it, and please tell me if you want to see like drawings of the elements or drawings of the zodiac signs. I would love to hear from you in regards to this. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying my work, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.